Hey, good morning, guys. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. All right, we're fixing to saddle some horses this morning. It's supposed to be pretty windy this afternoon, so we're going to try to be done by noon today. But I have a question for you. How does it make you feel when you're around somebody that criticizes everything you do? Does it make you joyful? Does it make you grateful that you're around them? Does it make you want to say, hey, I just want to say I truly appreciate the criticism that you constantly give me that just drains the life out of me? Or does it make you want to just get the heck away from them? Yeah, I'm talking about people being critical of other people, but I'm also thinking about sometimes how my approach comes across to my horse. Does my horse view my approach with them as being nothing but critical, criticizing everything they do? Basically, typically when somebody's being critical or all they do is criticize you, all they're doing is throwing all the negative, all the stuff you're doing wrong. They point out everything you do wrong, okay? Does my horse view my approach that way, or does my horse view my approach as in one that's encouraging and ready to help? I ask that question because it can have a significant impact between you and your horse. So share a couple ideas with you here. Wrote some stuff down so I could explain this a little bit better. I'm going to give you two definitions here. One is a definition of criticism. The other one is a definition of something called feedback. Here's the definition for criticism, or a definition for criticism. The expression of disapproval of someone or something based on perceived faults or mistakes. All I'm expressing is my disapproval. I'm not expressing at any time my approval, just my disapproval. So you're not getting anything positive from me. All you're getting is a bunch of negative crap. Negative commentary about someone or something. Now hear me out on this, because this is how most people justify it. Criticism is often masked behind constructive. People often try to hide their criticism behind this idea of they're really trying to be constructive to that person. They'll tell themselves, I'm trying to help them out. Well, that is not the best way to help somebody out. Trust me. Okay, here's the other definition of the other word I gave you, which was feedback. Feedback is information about reactions to a product, a person's performance of a task, etc., which is used as a basis for improvement. I say this oftentimes at my clinics or during lessons or even in my videos. When I'm riding a horse and I'm working on something, all I'm really doing while I'm riding that horse, now that my mind understands how much of an impact my approach has on the horse, I often say this: all I'm doing is riding this horse around trying to collect data. I'm just trying to collect some information about this horse, about what's going on. So then I have a basis or a foundation for where I could start to help this horse and or myself make improvements. Okay? Now, check this out. For you people that like to be critical of others, for you people that are so quick to offer your criticism, here's a thought for you under this idea of feedback. Oftentimes, people who criticize just throw their opinion out there even when it's not wanted or not even asked for. Feedback, if I give someone feedback, what if I thought of it this way? For it to be feedback, they have to ask for my opinion first. Okay? Now, how do I relate all this to my horse? Well, if I can practice it in my life with other people, I guarantee I can find ways to practice it with my horse. But really quick, I am drawn to a particular scripture, and it is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11. Says, therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. Encourage one another. I don't know about you, but the last time somebody dumped a bunch of criticism on me, it didn't feel very encouraging. It didn't build me up. To build someone up, you need to speak something positive into their life. You need to find a way to share some hope with them and not just your disapproval. Okay? So as I'm riding my horse around, I'm trying to remind myself that if all I do is point out what this horse is doing wrong, it's probably not going to be that hard for this horse to, in the back of his mind, maybe come up with this mindset where he's asking himself, can I do anything right for this dude? And if you've lived very long on this planet and you've been around other people, I know you can understand what I'm talking about. Have you been that person that has looked at someone else and thought, can I do anything right in the eyes of this person? Or have you been that person that was causing someone else to develop that thought in their mind? So I'll leave you with these definitions one more time. Criticism, the expression of disapproval of someone or something based on perceived faults or mistakes. The expression of disapproval. It is the negative commentary about someone or something, and it is often masked behind constructive. Criticism is not constructive, but I'll tell you what is constructive: feedback. But like we said earlier, for it to be feedback, what if we lived under this umbrella to where it's only feedback if that person asks for our opinion before we give it? Definition of feedback we used was information about reactions to a product, a person's performance of a task, etc., which is used as a basis for improvement. And the only way that basis or that foundation is ever going to be something strong enough to hold up is both parties have to be willing and or possibly even grateful to be meeting at this place that we call the foundation. If one person wants to be there but the other person doesn't, okay, then I probably got one person standing there ready to swing the hammer, and I probably got the other person that's literally to even show up because they're afraid they're going to get hit by it. Okay? Which one are you? Are you the one ducking from the hammer, or you're the one swinging the hammer? It's all mindset, but I'm telling you, when you're riding a horse There is nothing more important than that horse's mindset, and there will never be anything that keeps you safer when you're on or around a horse than that horse's frame of mind. And it is up to us, it is our responsibility to help lay the foundation to go build a frame of mind or a mindset in that horse where they're willing, possibly even grateful, to spend time around us.